Hello again, Lockpicking Paul here, and what I've got tonight is one of the locks that Teepa sent me, and this is it's a Yale 7-pin dimple. It has some now for a dimple lock. It has some pretty extreme bitting, and normally the bitting doesn't cause you any problems. Only this really did. Pins 2 and 6 overset the lock quite readily. Definitely 2 does. 6, I think 2's a 0 lift, and 6 is like a very low lift. But yeah, if you even touch 2, you'll overset the lock. That's combined with pins 1 and 3 being very, very high lift, and in fact, pin 1 just kept slipping off of that. You'd go through multiple counter rotations and you just slide off of pin 1. So I had to modify a flag just to get that last pin. There were a couple of other higher lift pins. It's a lock of extremes. So yeah, normally dimple bitting doesn't make the blind bit of difference to me, but this one really did. So it works beautifully. The tolerances in this lock are good, and all of this makes me think this is not a Yale. I think this might be a rebranded Mul-T-Lock. It's a 7-pin, and I think possibly an Integrator. I don't think it's a Garrison. Doesn't have the same warding, but does look like an Integrator. But it's a great lock, and it's a really fun pick. Once you work out what's going on with the oversets and the very, very high lift pins, it actually becomes one of those locks which just clicks, and it picks really, really well. So I shall get this set up in a vise, we'll get it focused, and I'll be right back with a pick and hopefully a gut. See you in a moment. Right, let's get this picked. Is it going to go in? Yeah, there we go. Right, super light tension to start with, and I'm just going to glide on the top of the pins and give them a wee tap. A couple of clicks already. A nice deep false set. That's 2. Now the 2 tricky ones. Right, and for the last one, which is the front pin, I'm going to just switch to a longer flag, because on this pin, literally even with this flag, the tip of the pin has to balance on the tip of the flag, and it really is tricky. Yeah, there you go. That looked easy. It is a real faff, because it took me a while to find a flag that would even fit that. Right, let's get it gutted. Get out of the way. Zoom out for a minute. Gives a bit more room to maneuver. tell you what I will do. I'll lock this back up and I'll use the key. Okay. Yeah, it's quite a beaten up shim. Hopefully it'll be alright. Come on. You know what? I don't think that's going to fit, and I don't, even if I have an unbent shim, I don't think that's going to fit. Right, we're going to have to take a gamble. Some pretty incredible tolerances in this lock. Popped a key pin out, but I think we're all right. Yeah. Right, so we've got here, we've got an anti-drill ball. Zoom in. Anti-drill ball that side. I think I have key control pins or not. No. Just that one ball there. Oh no, no key control pins. Alright, so yeah, the ball fell out. Put that over there. Right. Oh, torpedo key pin. I'll show you these in a sec. Oh, that's an unusual pin. Yeah, wow, okay, that is an unusual pin. I'll show you that in a sec. I'll show you that now. Look at this. So this is in pin 6. I'm not sure what that is. I've seen some pins, I think it was in a Dom Twin Star, like shark's fin pins, key pins. Maybe that's what that is. But that's a new one on me. And that has a corresponding oval shaped hole in the keyway. How unusual. I have never seen anything like that before. So if anyone knows what that is or what its purpose in life is, do please tell me. Right, unusual. Let's have a look at the core, or rather the Bible pins. Let's have a look. So yeah, pin 1, as expected, is a spool, a very long spool. 2 is a slightly shorter spool. 3 is a very long spool. Well, this just explains those counter rotations. Another very long spool. Another spool. And another very long spool. Yeah, this is no wonder it was when I was getting familiar with this lock, it was pretty good with the old spool ping pong. And then we've got the standard. Let's just hit the tray somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right, and nothing fancy in the core, just steel springs. And anything in the, no, nothing like counter milling or anything there, other than that very strange oval pin. Wow. Okay, so let's actually tell you what, we'll move the camera, change the angle. There's the pins, and that's, the most interesting one there is clearly pin 6, the key pin. Extremely long spools, which gave those fantastic counter rotations, and a torpedo style key pin. I'm guessing that is a bit of an overset trap. So yeah, really interesting lock, and certainly not something I was expecting with pin 6. All right, there you go. That's that. That's the Yale, which I think is a multi-lock lock, Dimple lock. Cheers.